You got a copy of Freddy's Revenge?
Oh man. Sorry. You said
What's so funny?
a vampire asking for
I
Freddy's.
can't.
Now I have a story that I'd like to tell about this guy, you all know him. He had me scared as hell. He comes to me at night after I crawl into bed. He's burned up like a weenie and his name is Fred. He wears the same hat and sweater every single day, and even if it's hot outside he wears it anyway. He's gone when I'm awake, but he shows up when I'm asleep. I can't believe that there's a nightmare on my street. It was a Saturday evening if I remember it right, and we had just gotten back off tour last night. So the gang and I thought that it would be groovy if we summoned up the posse and done rushed the movies. I got Angie, Jeff got Tina, Reddy Rock got some girl I'd never seen in my life. That was alright because the lady was chill. Then we dipped to the theater, set to Ill, bugging, a cold, having a ball, and something about Elm Street was the movie we saw. The way it started was decent, you know, nothing real fancy about this guy named Fred and this girl named Nancy. But word, when it was over, I said, yo, that was death, and everything seemed alright when we left. But when I got home and laid down to sleep, that began the nightmare. But on my street it was burning in my room like an oven. My bed soaked with sweat, and man, I was bugging. I checked the clock and it stopped at 12:30. It had melted, it was so darn hot, and I was thirsty. I wanted something cool to quench my thirst. I thought to myself, yo, this heat is the worst. But when I got downstairs, I noticed something was wrong. I was home all alone, but the TV was on. I thought nothing of it as I grabbed the remote. I pushed the power button and then I almost choked when I heard this awful voice coming from behind. It said, you cut off heavy metal and now you must die. Man, I ain't even wait to see who it was. Broke outside my drawers and screamed so long, cause got halfway up the block, I calmed down and stopped screaming. Then thought, oh, I get it, I must be dreaming. I strolled back home with a grin on my grill. I figured since this is a dream, I might as well get ill. I walked in the house, the big bad Fresh Prince, but Freddy killed all that noise real quick. He grabbed me by my neck and said, here's what we'll do. We got a lot of work here, me and you. The souls of your friends, you and I will claim. You've got the body and I got the brain. I said, yo, Fred, I think you got me all wrong. I ain't partners with nobody with nails that long. Look, I'll be honest, man, this team won't work. The girls won't be on you, Fred, your face is all burnt. Fred got mad and his head started steaming, but I thought, what the hell, I'm only dreaming. I said, please leave Fred so I can get some sleep, or give me a call and maybe we'll hang out next week. I pat him on the shoulder, said thanks for stopping by. Then I opened up the door and said, take care, guy. He got mad, drew back his arm and slashed my shirt. I laughed at first and thought, hold up, that hurt. It wasn't a dream, man, this guy was for real. I said, Freddy, a pal, there's been an awful mistake here. No further words, and then I darted upstairs, crashed through my door, then jumped on my bed, pulled the covers up over my head and said, oh, please do something with Fred. He jumped on my bed, went through the covers with his claws, tried to get me, but my alarm went off, and then silence. It was a whole new day. I thought, I wasn't scared of him anyway, until I noticed those rips in my sheets, and that was proof that there had been a nightmare on my street.